Tonight, the threat of a government shutdown still looming over Washington. If lawmakers on Capitol Hill don't come to an agreement soon, it could leave thousands of Georgians without a paycheck.
The state of Georgia has more than 77,000 civilian federal employees, many of which may not receive a paycheck in the near future if the government shuts down, making it even harder to put food on the table for their families.
During the last shutdown, what we saw in the community was a real increase in demand.
The Atlanta Community Food Bank among the many organizations bracing for what could be another government shutdown. About 20% of its food and funding comes from government sources.
We think most of that will remain intact during the shutdown, but there's no doubt that it could be impacted over time. And more importantly, there's going to be more demand for help.
One of the bigger federal employers in our area, the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. According to the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, at least 41% of CDC staff will be retained should there be a lapse in funding. The CDC activities that will continue include response to outbreaks, maintaining laboratory function, and the agency's 24/7 Emergency Operations Center. Another area where people will feel the impact of the shutdown.
Just in the transportation side alone, shutting down air traffic control training at the exact moment when the country recognizes the need for more, not less, ATC staffing.
During the 2019 shutdown, hundreds of TSA officers nationwide called out.
All gates, all flights, all airlines.
Disruptions that could lead to longer lines and delays. Hartsfield-Jackson Atlanta International Airport says they're monitoring the situation and preparing to address any operational challenges caused by the shutdown. And presidential libraries could also close if there is, in fact, a government shutdown. Atlanta News first reached out to the Carter Presidential Library to see what their plans are for operation come October. And so far, we are still waiting to hear back. Reporting in Atlanta, Rachel Aragon, Atlanta News First.